Good day, viewers. My name is Mr. Famuro Wakayode from A Plus Model School. Today, we'll be looking into the subject Basic Science and Technology. On this, we want to look into the topic maintenance. I repeat, maintenance. Under this, we'll be looking into the meaning and importance of maintenance. On our next slide, we have the objectives of the lesson. That is, people should be able to explain 1. Meaning of maintenance, types of maintenance, importance of maintenance. On our next slide, to start with, we have the meaning of maintenance. That is, what is maintenance? Maintenance is an activity that should be done on daily basis in order to keep equipment in good condition. Maintenance can also be seen as a practical monitoring and cleaning of equipment so as to last longer. So this implies that for you to have a last-longing equipment or tools, you have to properly maintain them. Now, we have various types of maintenance. We have the predictive maintenance. Now, what is predictive maintenance? Predictive maintenance can be seen as a maintenance done on equipment or tools based on possible occurrences due to its possibility of total or partial damage. So probably you have noticed your gadgets or your tools or your equipment or your machine that it might later in the future get faults. So all you need to do is to use your predictive manner of maintaining it to do what? To maintain your gadget or tools. E.g., it is predictable to secure a phone that stayed too long to load at some point by installing an antivirus. So sometimes antivirus is installed on phone not because the phone is already having a virus fully, but because you have been noticing some symptoms or some signs of a virus like ability or activities on it. So all you need to do is to use your antivirus so as not to later encounter damages on the applications. Now, secondly, we have the preventive maintenance. What do we mean by preventive maintenance? The word preventive is taken from prevention. This is done on equipment or tools to avoid being faulty even when they are not. Now, this simply means that a preventive maintenance is done on tools or equipment or machines in the workshop so as to avoid them getting wrong or getting damaged. So this means that the machine is not already damaged, but you want to prevent it from being what? From being damaged. So, for example, we have a screen guard that is used on a phone to prevent the screen from damaging. Imagine that you buy a new phone or you bought a new phone and the screen is not yet broken. So but you thought of protecting it. All you need to do is to get your screen guard so as to protect or to prevent the screen from damaging later even when it falls. Now, lastly, on types of maintenance, we have the corrective maintenance. What do we mean by corrective maintenance? This simply means maintenance done on tools and equipment after fault so as to correct the fault on them. This can be explained in the sense that there are some equipment or machines or tools that are already faulty. That means they have already been damaged or they are already damaged. So all you need to do is to use your corrective maintenance to correct the damage and bring them back to life. E.g., a damaged phone taken to a phone engineer for a repair. You imagine that you have a phone that is damaged. in one way or the other. All you need to do is to take it to the engineer for a corrective maintenance. I hope you understand the whole types of maintenance and the meaning of maintenance as stated. Now, on our next slide, we have the importance of maintenance. That is, the importance attached to maintaining our equipment, gadgets, machines, or tools. Number one is that maintenance makes our equipment last longer. That is, when you maintain your equipment properly or your tools properly, it will make it to last longer. Number two is that maintenance makes us avoid embarrassment or embarrassing situations. This can be explained with this simple scene of mine, in a sense that you have a home of your own, and some visitors, probably an august visitors or a very important visitors, came to come and visit you in your house, and maybe your ceiling fan or your fan has been giving you notice of damage, but you never care of preventing the damage, or you never care to correct it, or you never use your predictive maintenance manner to do what, to correct it. So at that point, when they came visiting, what happened? They sat down expecting a fan to be blowing them in a sunny weather or in a hot weather. Now, what happened was that you plugged the fan and the fan fumbled. So, that is an embarrassment to you at that particular moment. So, that will lead you into giving the visitors an hand fan. And probably if there is no hand fan, you will need to go and get a notebook for them or one leaflet for them to be fanning themselves, and that's total embarrassment for an important visitor in your house, especially when it is the first time they are visiting. Now, on our third point, maintenance saves us from dangers. This can also be explained in the sense that in your house you have a wire cable or a naked wire that you all have noticed, but you refuse to maintain it. So what will happen? You refuse to correct it, you refuse to prevent it from happening. So at the end of the day, maybe one of you just mistakenly hit your body on the naked part of the wire. What will happen? The person will be electrocuted, and that is danger. Number 4 says good maintenance prevents metals from rusting. We all know that we have two non-living things. We have the metals and the non-metals. The metals, one of the classes of the metals is that they conduct electricity, and they are good conductor of it. But in this case, in relations to our topic, we want to know why good maintenance prevents metals from rusting. When you put a metal, for example an iron, you put it inside a water for, like, let's say 2-3 months or 6 months or a year, what will happen to the metal? It will start rusting. Or you put it in a very wet place, what will happen? The metal will start rusting. But if you have maintained it properly, you store it in a cool, dry places. That's why when you buy an equipment or any machine, they will write on it, store in a cool, dry place. So it is for you to have a good maintenance of that metal so that it won't rust. Now on our next slide, we have some cautions. Some caution signs in the laboratory or wherever maintenance is being carried out. You can see the first diagram there, caution maintenance, and some tools were drawn, work in progress. Then on the second one, you can see another style of sign that you can have when maintenance is being carried out in the laboratory. You can put it as a caution at the front door so that people can know that there is maintenance going on in this place. Now, on our next slide, there's a toolbox. The toolbox are mostly used by the engineers to maintain tools, equipment, or gadgets. You can see there's an hammer, there's a chisel, there is a lot of equipment there that you can see, a lot of tools. Now, lastly for today on this lesson, we have our assignment. But our assignment is very simple and straightforward to follow if you are ready to concur, which I know you are ready. The assignment read and reread the notes on each slide for better understanding and for adequate preparation for your test session. After this you'll be having a test session, and for you to have a kind of outstanding mark on your test, you have to make sure that you really understand the whole thing on this video. God bless you. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Meet you in our next lesson. Thank you.